Good morning, class. This is Beauty Creation Media Concept Director. My name is Olayemi Blessing. I remain your host for today's class. I'll be taking you on graphic design, and I promise you, like I said, there's going to be an app that we'll be using to do the graphics work we are going to start with today. And the name of the app is Pixel Lab. You might have heard about that. So now let us go straight to business. We are going to be making use of Pixel Lab, like I said. So how can you get Pixel Lab? You can get Pixel Lab on your Play Store for people on Android. So you just click on Play Store like this. Then we are on Play Store right now. So you come here, just up here, you type the name Pixel Lab. Pixel. Oh, sorry. So you can see Pixel Lab is the first option on my list here. So like I say, Pixel Lab is the first option on my list here. So you just search for it. So now we are on Pixel Lab. You can see it has opened. But one thing here is on my own screen now, in my own phone here, because I have it already installed on my phone, I can see open. On your own phone, it's not going to appear open. It's going to appear installed. So you just install on your own while I press open here on my own. So we are proceeding. Here is Pixel Lab. So today I'm going to be taking you on the introduction of Pixel Lab. Firstly, I'm going to take you the introduction to Pixel Lab. So the first icon here you are seeing with 3 circles here put together gives you all these things. So it gives you my project. You can see my project here. My project is any work you have done. Any work or project you have done will store in this place. So that is that about that. The second one is default, which we are here now. This place is the default now that we are here. So it's where you work, you do your graphic works. That is the work space whereby you do your work. Then another thing this face has is like all these things now here, they are background. They give you different background on which you can work your project. You can see now. So you choose from among this background suitable ones for you to work, to do your graphic works. You choose, like you can see as I'm choosing now. So that is that about that. Then the next icon on the list here is A. Whenever you see A, it's a symbol of text. You press on it, you click on it like this, it brings you here. Then you click on the plus sign. Then after that, you click on edit. Before you start putting up your text, you delete the new text you see there. So let's just try beauty creation. Let's stop at that. We want to see what we want to do with this beauty creation. We want to do something on it. Then the next icon on this list is delete. If you want to delete, you just press delete. You can see. Don't forget I'm trying to introduce you to how you can use Pixel Lab. So we are on A now. So which we have just done. Let me come back. You just look at the undo button up here. Whenever you make a mistake, you come and click on it. It will bring back your project or your job that you are doing. The next icon here is copy. This copy can duplicate at the same time, duplicate whatever you have done. So let's take a look. Can you see now? It's duplicating it. Can you see now? So it duplicates. That is the copy icon. It duplicates. Then another one is font. Okay, now let's try to change the font of this text. Let me delete this one. Let us try and sorry. Now we want to work on this beauty creation with this icon and how they works. So we are on front and to front. Assuming you want to bring it to front or back, you press this one, then it takes this beauty creation, it takes it back. It's because we haven't started working. That's why it's not taking it back now, because there's no background on which the beauty creation could go behind. So you just, the next one here is to back. When you press this to back, it takes the object back. To front is bringing front. You can understand better when we start working. Then the next icon here is position. This position can shift. Sorry, let me delete all these ones so that it doesn't disturb our lecture. All these ones, let me get them off. So like I'm saying, we are working on the letter A, that is text. Then like I said before I left, I said this is the position. The position arrows are here. It has up, down, left and right. This is your left. It shifts, sorry. The position sign shifts your work done either to the left or to the right. Like you can see, it's shifting it. Then you can also shift it up or down. So that's work. Then when you are done, you press OK. That is the work of the position. Then the next icon here is relative position. Relative position will do a similar job from the one from the position icon. So what does it do? What it does is it centralizes. Let's assume this beauty creation now is not centralized on your work space. Then you just press this one in the middle. You can see it centralizes the write up. It centralizes the write up. Let's put it back. Here again. Let's assume you have finished your job and it's not centralized. Then you press this one in the middle here. It centralizes it. Then this one can move it to the extreme edge of your work area. You press it again, it moves it here. Then this one, it takes it up, and this one, it takes it down. You can see what the four, we have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 icon here, which does different things. This one centralizes. So when you are finished, you press OK. Then the next icon here is text size. It's size. You can see size. This is used to reduce and or to enlarge your text. You can see, or anything you are doing. I'm pressing on the plus icon now. You can see it's making it bigger, and I'm pressing on the minus sign now. It's making it smaller. And if you don't want to make use of the either minus or plus sign, you can shift this and control back or front to make it your text bigger, or any object on the workface bigger or smaller. So let's get out of here. The next thing here is padding. This padding is I'm going to be taking you when we get there. You cannot understand it well now. So here is the color. Here you can change color of your text or anything you are doing object on the workspace. So let's use red. You can see it has turned to red. Here we have blue. Here we have yellow. So that is that about that. And here we have texture. Texture here, what does it do? Texture here can change this your text beauty creation to any graphic color. This time around, it's not necessarily you change it to colors, but you can this icon, this beauty creation can be changed to human face. The inside of the beauty creation can change to anything you have in your gallery. So you can make use of picture. So but before we do that, let me try and use a very good app, text, font, so that we can see what it does very well. So I'm changing to a bigger font now so that we can see what it does. So now we are on texture. Like I said, just click on the texture, then you come in here, you press select, then it takes you to your picture gallery. When you get to your picture gallery, you choose a desired picture you want to make use of. So here is my gallery now. So I would like to make use of any picture in my gallery to change to that typesetting we have done on the workspace. So let me just take any picture here or any color. Okay, let me see. I want to choose something now. I want to choose. Okay, let me choose from here just to show you what it does. Okay, let me just pick something here now. Just click on anyone. I'm clicking on this. Can you see? Then you press OK here. Can you see what it does now? Whatever you bring is going to be the inside of the lettering you have typed. Can you see? So that is what it does. So let's move forward. Let me undo it so that we can see what we are doing. So the next icon on the list here is called opacity. The opacity, what does it do? It fades. You can see, you can use it to fade or increase the density of your color text, of your text color rather. Can you see it now? So that's what opacity does. Then the next one here is rotate. You can rotate either with the plus sign or the minus sign. You can rotate any object done on your workspace here. Can you see what I'm doing now? Or you use this control to rotate like this. You can see I'm using the control. I'm not using the plus and minus sign again. So what I'm doing here is introduction to Pixel Lab. Introduction to Pixel Lab is what we are doing right now. So let's just continue. Then when you are done, you press OK. The next icon here is mask. This mask, you can see what it's doing now. It can also be called extrude. It can extrude your letterings, your write-up. It can extrude. You can see what it's doing now to your letters. You see, you can use it to extrude, but we are still coming there when we are really working. So let us undo it so that we can see what we are doing. The next icon here is font. The AB sign is font. So click on it to choose whichever font you like to use for your work. You can see now. Let's try this. You can see what it brings now. So that is that about that. The next icon here is letter B, which is style. What is it called? That is style. You can use it to style your projects, to style your graphic works, your design. So it starts here from B. You can see it is bolded, but it's not every font that can be bolded. Don't forget, not every font can be bolded. Some fonts will be adamant to be bolding. So don't forget, in case you press bold and it's not bolding the font, so you should know that font is automatically cannot be bolding. So then it leak. You know what it does? You can see the next icon here. Then this one is underlined. You can see it has underlined the letters, our write-up. So this one can clear. The next one here can clear everything you have done. So that is that about that. The next icon here is curve. How can you use curve? Let me just show you an example. For example, now maybe you have a letter here. Sorry, I just have to go back. You have a letter here now as like this. Let me just put it like this. Then what it does, now we are on curve. Don't forget, we are on curve now. And what the curve does is just click on your write-up, then you click on curve. So by pressing the plus sign or plus icon, you can extrude your letters or your text to go around the circle. Can you see? And by the using of the minus icon, you can undo it or make it stretch. So I'm pressing so that's the work of the curve like you have seen now. So let me undo so that it doesn't disturb our normal thing that we are coming with. So like I said, the next icon here now is we have the background. The background, what does it do? Is to change the background of the text, not the major work area now, just the text. So let's see. The letter T here can change the background. Let's see what it does. Can you see it now? Can you see? Can you see? It's used to change the background of your. Let's undo. So the next icon here is called align. To align is when you type a long words, or let me say a paragraph words. So if you want to align, that's what it does is it puts you in a set type. Okay, maybe we should take an example. Let me just do something now. Let us just go like this. So it doesn't look as magic to you. Let me just type nonsense now. Let me just type nonsense. Because of our time, let me just type something like this. Are you seeing it now? So we'll press OK. We want to see what this align does, the work of align, to align. So you come here, you can see what it does. You press the middle one now, centralizes your typesetting. This one will bring it to the left, to the right hand side, in as aligning it. And as it bringing it to the left hand side, it aligns it. Can you see it now? I'm pressing the first one here. It takes it to the left hand side, aligning it to the left hand side. So that is what it does. But the middle one can put it in center, centralizing your word, so that your typesetting can be set and accurate in the middle of the workplace. So that is that about that. Let us undo so that we can continue what we are doing. Then the next one here is spacing. What does it do? Spacing will like scatter your. You can see what it's doing now. Lengthen your typesetting. You can see what it does now. By pressing the minus sign and the plus sign, you are making it longer and spreading. It spreads it. That's spacing for you. And the next icon here is we have line spacing. Line spacing is, let's assume you have a numerous letter word typed. That is when it can work. It can't work here now. You can see because we have just a few letter word typed here. So the next one here is stroke. What does it work for? You press the enable, then you go to color, then you can see what it does. Now let's use blue. Then you can see what it does now. This is, you can see, that is the work of stroke. Don't forget we are on stroke. Then here, by clicking on the minus icon, you can see it's decreasing. Can you see what it's doing now? The stroke on it. The plus sign is increasing the stroke on your typesetting now. Can you see what it's doing now? So that is the work of stroke. The next icon here is shadow. You can apply shadow to, let us undo. You can apply shadow to your work, and to apply shadow to your work, you can use any color that you desire. Let's use white so that we can see what we are doing. You can see, then by clicking on the minus sign, it will decrease the level of the shadow on your work. Let's use red now. You can see what it's doing now. So this control can either blow it or reduce the blows on your work. And when you come here, this one here can make it blurry or make it more glowing. Have you seen it now? So, and this one here enables it to be more glowing. Can you see now? And you can even remove the shade under take it to anywhere you desire. So that is the work of all this one. You can see I'm pulling this control now. That is that about that. This one can permanently take it away from under it. So that is that about that. Let us undo. So the next icon here is inner shadow. What does it do? Then you enable the inner shadow. Let us give it a color that can be seen. Let us use white. The inner shadow. Then you come here to increase it. Can you see now that it's decreasing the inner shadow of the text? Then here again, what it's doing now. All here for you to use during your creation of design. So that is that about that. Let's undo it. The next one here is emboss. You can see what it's doing. You can see what it's doing now. You can even use a lot of controls here to do a lot of things on it. You can see what it's doing now. It's fading it. This one is fading it. This specular hardness will be putting more hardness on the color of the text. This is level. So guys, I think you are following me. This one is perspective. I'm going to stop. Okay, let me go forward a bit. This perspective, what does it do? You can see what it's doing now. You can use it to create pattern on your text. This 3D now, we make this beauty creation to be rotating and moving it round about like this. You can see, in which you can see the edges. You can see it from different dimension. You can see we are on 3D now. This is what it does. You can see what it does now to rotate your, because you might want to bend your graphics sometimes. So that is what it does. Are you getting it now? So that is that about that. Then this is rotate. Are you seeing it? It can rotate it upside down and it can rotate it sideways. That is what it does. So guys, I think I'm going to be stopping here. Okay, before I stop, I'm looking at my time. Look at this. I don't want to waste much time on this. This is 3D. This 3D now, what does it do? You put it on. Let's use red. You can see it's creating a line under the text. You can see a red line under the text. It's just all designed for you. So let me just quickly, it's almost finished. This is the last one. This last one is 3D shadow. 3D shadow, which we have just done now. Can you see now? You can see the shadow. This is blue that I've picked. The last one is reflection. This letter now, if you want to use this to reflection, some people may not take you through all this introduction to this Pixel Lab. They'll just start teaching you, but I'm taking you through the introduction of the icons working on this Pixel Lab so that you can be able to use them when you are working on it. So we are on reflection now. You can see what the reflection does. It will make the letter type setting to reflect on that is below the like it's sitting down on something. You can see it now. Then you can control the reflection under it now any way you want it. So that is the work of this icon here so far. So students, by the time we meet working on this Pixel Lab, you'll be able to know better of this icon. So thank you for staying tuned. God bless you. See you in the next class.